Hi, my name's Rob and this is our latest RX8 R3 video review. So I'm going to walk you around this particular car. So again, we have a sparkling black, quite popular, and we seem to collect a lot of these. This particular car is a two-owner vehicle. It was supplied from Elite Motors, so it was a London car. Currently showing around 23,300 miles. So it's a nice low mileage car for a car in its 12th year. With service history, the car had life with the digital service record running up to 18,000 miles. It then stopped with Mazda and then it went on to a private independent service which was done recently. And of course at Enjoyable Cars we will service the car and provide a year's MOT. So bodywork wise, it's really quite a nice car. It's been looked after, certainly from the last two owners' perspective. From our perspective, we have refurbished the alloy wheels, so these have now been powder coated, and the tyres themselves with a huge amount of tread are Toyo Proxies. Coming down the sides of the vehicle, very little marking and chipping. There is a small pin dent in the door here, which can be turned out quite easily. But there's a lovely shine and lustre to the car, as it's possibly been detailed in the past. There are no micro scratches on the vehicle. As we come to the back, the R3 badging, twin exit lights, and of course LED rear brake lights. Some of these items are the sort of key changes between the original first series and the later R3 models. So again, with the refurbished alloys, rebranded tyres, this car is good to go. So I'm just going to take you into the back of the car now. So with the R3, you've got an entry point just here. You can use the key. You can use the key button. Or you can use an internal release and into the boot itself. Again, clean, unmarked, looking great. The original foam and compressor unit. Tools live in the box below. The locking wheel key. It's quite a usable bit of amount of space there. There is a load-through hatch, which you can pop down from inside of the car, therefore giving you a load-through facility. It's a nice big boot. So from the boot we'll step inside to the passenger side of the car here. So pull the handle. When you unlock an RX8, you've got the key fob operation to do so. It locks and arms the car with an alarm system and there's an immobiliser. So the inside is pretty much as clean as the outside. In fact, I'm going to add to that, it's cleaner. The key things you're looking at is seatwear, of which this car's leather still looks supple, pristine, as new, as does the panel that your bum sits on. So no stains or marks. Carpets are looking good. Branded R3 mats, of course, accompanied by the aluminium seal kicks, which are standard fit on these cars. Into the rear, seems to be that, albeit they're an easy to use four-seater, they tend not to get used too often. But should you want to fit children's seats in there, there is ISOFIX, which is those two tabs at the base. And of course I mentioned earlier the little hatch loading through to the rear, to the boot. So you put a long load through. But again, nice and clean, no scratches, no stains. Go and look at the other side, the driver's side. From the driver's side of the car, pop this open. So again, clean, unmarked, no stains, no scratches, all on the door card here. Coming into the driver's side, so the key thing with these is bolster wear, where you slide in and out, and it's pretty much pristine. A small amount of creasing there to be expected, same on the base, no stains. Again, an R3 branded mat. So inside, your multifunction wheel. This differs from the standard non-R3 cars, with one of the key features being cruise control. You've also enhanced with automatic lights and automatic wipers. So there's 3 items that aren't available on a standard RX8. Neither is standard fit Bluetooth. So the multifunction wheel, it's a little thinner, it's a little bit nicer to hold. I think it might even be a slightly smaller diameter. But you'll notice a red stitch which runs through to the seats, the centre lidded console, handbrake and gear shifter. So I'm going to step inside. So from within the cabin, we'll just sweep round and have a look. So electric window control, you got the classic circular air vents here. The centre stack in the gloss black finish, so you've got audio over here. This is also available to use with an auxiliary input. Again, it's a feature above and beyond the standard RX8. Coming down, same as before, dual zone, single zone climate control, which runs at a high level strip up there. So we'll start the car, which will power up the dash. So you have a digital speedo. There is a button which you can use to convert to kilometres should you take the car abroad, but of course with the RX8 it's all about revs. So you'll notice that there's a gradient here, and what this is designed to do is to, as the car warms up and it's able to rev safely, in the sense of allowing the oil to warm and getting the car up to full operating temperature, it will release these bandings. It will release from 7,000 up to 9, and then of course it can freely rev up to the beep. So the beep that's got maximum power, just around 230 horsepower. So coming across, there's a digital display, which is for your climate control and audio. Okay, and then coming down, 6-speed manual, with of course the classic rotor shape. Storage in the car, and again this is where the 12-volt supply, the secondary one, and the auxiliary input exists. Further to that, should you smoke, there's a cigarette lighter and ashtray, but of course again another access point for a 12-volt supply. So coming across, car currently reads 23,303 miles. So a really clean, really nice example. Just in the back here, again it's great, headlining unmarked, undamaged, and everything works as it should. AC blows lovely and cold. Just twist it round, it sits there at the moment, 15. The car's starting to cool down lovely. So we're going to the bonnet. I've just started the car, we can show you what's under there. So bonnet up, bearing in mind the bonnet itself is made of aluminium, as are the doors, driver and passenger, so there's an extra weight saving, and of course it can't rust either. Coming down though, you've got the Renesys rotary engine, hiding under this cover, at which point you'll then expose the engine, all the ancillaries, strut brace. Again, it's a feature that sits above an RX8 standard, and standard airbox, ECU and battery cover. But again, nice and clean, no corrosion, maybe a small amount starting, but certainly not excessive, and certainly appropriate to its age. Got great compression figures, and again these are listed on the advert. So I hope you've enjoyed the review of our R3 here. Just to quickly recap, it's a 2-owner car with 23,000 miles in sparkling black. If you wish to get more information, don't hesitate to contact me. You can reach us on the website, which is at www.enjoyablecars.net. You'll find contact numbers there too, and ability to email, and of course this video is on YouTube. There's an opportunity to leave comments there. Thank you.